Today, injury triage is widely understood and widely adopted. But back in June of '97, when Medcor first pioneered triage for workers' compensation, that was not the case.
We had on-site clients only in those days. So we were in their distribution center with a medical administrator, and the vice president there said, "This is wonderful to have these on-site people here all day long in the distribution centers, and it saves us a ton of money. What can you do for our stores?" And Philip, the CEO, said, "Well, you can't afford to put somebody in each one of your stores. That makes no sense at all. Maybe we can do something telephonic." Just made it up, basically. And so he comes back and says, "We got a new service line."
In those early days, we used a lot of EMS protocols and procedures, mostly to identify early what might be potentially life-threatening.
Operationally, it was me as a paramedic fielding calls, really relying on my paramedic training. Based on your injury, I would evaluate you just the same as if you were in the back of my ambulance.
They had paramedics that were in desks, basically. There were only 2 desks when I first came in. There were sleeping bags in the corners. A call would come in. The paramedic would take the call, no algorithms, no nothing, just wing it, basically.
We had a phone. It was a tabletop phone. We did not have cell phones. We were taking triage notes by hand. We were faxing reports, filing reports in old style filing cabinets.
It was nuts. That's all I can tell you. I used to say it was put together with gum and toothpicks, and and that's really what it was. It was a totally unstructured kind of an event.
Very primitive compared to today, but you still got the great medicine. You got your questions answered, so while it wasn't very technologically savvy, you still had a great experience.
What drove our ability to pioneer this service was we had relevant experience putting clinicians in on-site clinics. Through those early years, we were collecting the data, and so we were in a unique position to be actually assessing people before decisions were made about what to do with them.
Sometimes injuries don't occur to one body part. You've got 2 different kinds of injury, maybe 3. We suddenly had created a process where you were able to assess simultaneously all these injuries at the same time. That didn't exist anywhere. And it was this iterative process over and over that just got better and better and better.
We used to talk about being a service ahead of our time. We did struggle with helping the market to understand where we really fit in, because oftentimes we would meet with prospects and they would say, "We already have claims management." And what we weren't really explaining very clearly was we were ahead of that. Triage is ahead of claims or case management. A lot of the reactions were, "This will never work." This will never work. Nobody wants to be nursed or advised on their injury over the phone.
The naysayers were not correct. You know, those early years, we were confident and we really believed in the product, but that's different than the level of satisfaction of how good it is and how well proven it is now with just literally millions and millions and millions of calls.
It became a service that was valued and appreciated by some of the biggest companies in the world. I didn't do that. The people in this company, they did that. You know, I can go out and talk about it, but the actual experience of the service, okay, it was from the people here that got it, understood it, and conveyed that telephonically in a way that resonated, and it was phenomenal.